Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Rowell. All right, it's Saturday, my first day of being back in California, and I'm going to that White Elephant Christmas party tonight. Now, usually the way this thing works is we just bring junk that we have from our house that we don't want anymore and wrap it up and give it to somebody else. Well, I didn't want to ship a whole bunch of stuff out here from Texas because it's already expensive enough to fly. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just go over to Fry's Electronics and just find some funny stuff that looks interesting and is nice and inexpensive. Something I can just wrap up and give away, and it'll be kind of fun and funny and all that. So we're going to go do that. Also, the Fry's Electronics I'm going to is really close to my old house, and I have not seen my house since I moved out of it and since Jordan and I left that day for Texas. So I'm just going to kind of stop by and see what's going on there, see what they've changed in the yard, maybe meet some of the neighbors I haven't seen for a while. It's gonna be very clear now that I'm not there anymore, because the big thing that everyone kind of knew me for was my Halloween displays, and that didn't happen this year. So I'm looking forward to going to see what's going on there. Just, it's just curiosity. I've wanted to kind of visit California or visit my old house the last couple times I've been here, and it just hasn't worked out. And today it's going to happen. So let's go to Fry's and then let's go see my old house. All right, I'm walking the aisles over at Fry's Electronics. I haven't been in this place in probably 6 or 8 months, and this place is depressing. This place has got to be going out of business. Half the inventory or half the shelves are gone. There's nobody in here, and there's like maybe 1/10 the inventory that there used to be in this place. I could come into this place and spend hours just wandering the aisles. It's just empty right now. I don't know, they got to be going under, that's all I can say. Yeah, this used to be the TV section. This whole area was just covered wall to wall with TVs. Now they got like just a couple of rows. There's no doubt this place is going under. Yeah, this used to be their computer section. You'd go down these aisles, there'd be hundreds of different models. Right now they've got these big tables here and like 1 or 2 laptops on each table. Yeah, there'd be 5 or 6 on each of these tables. Sad. Yeah, this is how bad it is. They don't even have somebody manning the inventory control desk here on the way out anymore. And while I was in the neighborhood, I decided to stop off in this place. This place used to be the first CD factory I worked in. This was Laser Video DMI Distronics. I worked here from 86 to about 92 or 93 when they expanded the facility and moved across the street. Now, after that place went under, they were replaced by a big hospital complex, which is over there now. But yeah, this is where DMI used to be. So I worked in this building for a good 7 or 8 years. Missed this. This was the happiest job I ever had. Didn't pay a whole lot, but we did so many fun things and had a blast doing it. And where this Kaiser Permanente was, this is where the new building was. It turns out there used to be a bunch of aerospace stuff here, which all kind of went under in the mid 80s. There was like a Boeing facility here. In fact, this whole area was Boeing, and we bought out one of the Boeing buildings and moved in there and began doing manufacturing there. And then after they went out of business, the whole area got bought out by Kaiser Permanente, and now there's a big hospital here. So while I was in the neighborhood, I decided I wanted to come by and look at my old house, just to see, what had changed. It's been 6 months since I've been here. What's gone on, I see, is the yard pretty much looks the same. There was a big maple tree towards the front of the backyard. They've trimmed it up a little bit, so it's a little bit neater, I think, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't have necessarily done that, but that's what they chose to do. I also had a littler maple tree towards the back of the backyard, and it looks like they've pulled that out. I also had a patio cover that I'd built many years ago, and that's been removed also. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what they've done back there, because I didn't really want to do a whole lot of filming over there. It isn't my house, and I don't want to creep anyone out, but that's kind of where we are right now. So, like I said, I wanted to see what was going on. All right, so I just got back from the Christmas party this evening and had a lot of fun seeing my friends again. That was really good to do. A lot of my friends have, it's been 3 years since I've seen any of these people, so it was great to see them again. It's always funny how friends you haven't seen for a while seem so much older, but that's what happens when you don't see them for a while. Anyway, like I said, this was a white elephant Christmas party, and I have a kind of eclectic sense of friends, so you never know exactly what kind of gifts you're going to get when you go to this party. It can be anything, and I literally mean anything. I actually consider myself the winner of this party because I ended up going home with the least number of things. And that's sometimes that's a good thing with this group. It's especially a good thing this time because now there are actually fewer things that I have to figure out how to get home. And that helps a lot. I got a couple of small things. I actually walked out with 5 gifts. And so that was a good thing. One of the things I got was this little can of different flavored popcorn. And so this is useful because you know what? We're going to be doing Thanksgiving in a few days and going and hanging out with friends. So now I got something to bring for the Thanksgiving party. So we'll definitely eat that. And I won't have to worry about putting that into my backpack. One of the more interesting things I got was a can of Morton salt. So I don't really think I want to try and explain that one to the TSA when I'm trying to get on the airplane. So I'll probably just end up leaving this one for my parents. This is kind of a funny thing I got. This thing looks like a trash can. It's actually an ashtray. And I guess what you do is you pull the lid off of it like this, and then you just tap out your cigarette on there, and then it's got these little holes in there. And so when you're done with it, you stick the butt inside of it, and supposedly it keeps the aroma under control. So that's I don't know how useful that'll be because I don't smoke, but I was thinking I could probably turn it into a pencil holder or something like that. Then I got this thing. This is a series of little plastic monocles, magnified monocles, like looking glasses. This will come in handy for me, actually. It's nice and small, and truth is I have kind of really lousy vision close up, so it's really nice when I'm doing like really intricate work close up that I'll be able to use these, and it'll help me be able to see things really well. And then last but not least, I got a Dana Carvey DVD called Master of Disguise. If you know Dana Carvey, he played Garth on Wayne's World. He's done a whole bunch of other things. He's played George Bush and stuff like that on Saturday Night Live. And he does a lot of costumes, and I'm guessing that kind of discusses some of the different costumes and characters he played over the years. So this ought to be interesting. I'll at least take a look at it, and they're all small things, so I can take them home, and it won't be that much of a problem. Like I said, the popcorn we'll eat here, the salt I'll leave with my parents, and the other things are really small, so they'll go home and they'll be really nice and easy to deal with. So like I said, I think I ended up winning just because I'm not taking that much home. There were some really interesting things that they got passed out there, which was really kind of funny and humorous. And I'm glad I went. It was a good time to see my friends. So I'm glad I went to that. And I think that's really all I have to talk about today. So thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.